Ignite is an ongoing series of speedy presentations. Each speaker gets only 5 minutes and 20 slides that auto-advance every 15 seconds.
Most of the parents do not give enough attention to the choices of hobbies that the children want to pick up. They take that as a second priority. They do not encourage them. It's mostly the friends or the sisters or the brothers who actually encourage them, who give them the confidence that they should pick up their own hobby. In my case, it was photography. Apart from photography, all the time, it is academics also, which is equally important. It is not just your plan B, which is hobbies. I think it's both the things equally go well in case you want to excel in your own hobbies. During the school days, I also had hobbies which over the period changed shape from stamps to photography, and then finally by the time I came to the graduation, it was the question of photography as a choice, where I was made responsible to do whatever having chosen. I started my career doing wedding videos, went on later into excelling in areas which are comparatively tougher, went ahead to make it a complete digital studio in a span of about close to 10-12 years. Then the question of what next, while all this is happening in the background, years are rolling by. What I have learned is to see light with a different perspective. A perspective which brought in a lot of soft skills, which everyone know I need to repeat. But then photography, where I started and what it taught me, is to put all my academics into a split second. That is what photography is. As a photographer, I have learned. Not only that, as a photographer, I learned further to put together with a logic of magic the science and art, which with a successful combination can give world-class creations. I'm not talking about only myself. This is immutable. I mean, anybody can copy this and the same model can be applied. It is definitely going to be a success. The same happened with me and my younger brother. He is also a photographer. He's in US. He is also quit his arts background as a graduation and joined photography. Here, when we're talking about the fee, what you set standards for yourself is what is finally going to make a benchmark when you move as a professional, because once you have set the benchmark of the pricing, you can't change it at a later stage. It becomes a little difficult because people start accepting it that way. Here, you need to look at where you want to be 3 years from now, where you want to be 5 years from now, where you want to be 10 years from now. That is what I look at as limitations. You can't put limitations on yourself. You need to see where you want to be. It is just you who is a limit in your own choices that you make. Most of the people, if they have to be successful, it is not just being on the net today. Most of the hobbies do that. You're wrong. Go, meet people, go into a club, go into an association, associate yourself. That is the only way to get a better insight into your hobbies. Driven by the passion, you get the joy out of whatever you're doing. In the process, you learn that you need to do it with a commitment. The commitment leads to dedication. In the process, all this culminates to giving you a lot of happiness and joy. Talking about it, I totally agree with what Steve also says. The satisfaction for me over a period, if we are comparing with success, the success that you receive or at the same point, the satisfaction when you're doing with your own commitment and with your own passion is much more greater satisfaction than you're doing it with others' expectations. This is one thing which is very, very important. You need to keep updating. Otherwise, you're going to be out of your hobby, which is going to be a profession, or you cannot be a professional in that profession. Yes, today, here I am, alive, kicking. Why can't you be that? You can. It is not that how creative you are. It all depends on how different, how efficient, how consistent is what that makes all the difference. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.